Good morning, everyone. Welcome to English class. I'm Mr. Gilmore. First, I want to say thank you for coming again. I know it's a little weird having online classes. I'm learning a lot. For one, I need to speak slower. Okay? I think last week I was speaking too fast. So I will try to remember. Slow down. Okay? And so today we're doing something a little different. I'm going to share with you one of my favorite phonetics lessons. What we're going to do is look at the sound, the S at the end of a verb when you use he, she, or it. Okay? You can also use this for plural nouns. Teacher, teachers. Now, this S, let's look at some words. Here we have stops, writes, grabs, fools, kisses, fixes. Now each of these, we're just adding S. It's up here we have ES. Are these, the S sound in here and the S sound in here, are they the same? Well, in today's lesson, let's look at 3 different groups. I want you to say the word, okay? Say it out loud. Listen to the word. How is it different? Think about it, okay? Let's say together. Bluffs, starts, aims, cans, judges, teaches. We have a few more. Works, gets. Listen to that last part. Flies, clogs, pushes, buzzes. Is it an S? Is it an S sound? Well, some of them are. Wants, briefs, needs, springs, arches, uses. Bonks, helps, pours, goes, boxes, misses. Now all these words, let's look at group 1. Okay, very slow. Stops, writes, bluffs, starts, works. Okay, we can hear that S sound, right? But over here, it changes. Listen carefully. Grabs, fools, aims, cans, flies, clogs. It's not an S anymore. We write S, but when we're speaking, we're making the Z sound. Okay? Over here, the S stays an S. But here, the S changes to a Z. Let's just look at group 1 and group 2 for now. Now, what I want you to do, try to find why. Why is this group the S sound, but this group changes to Z? Why not use the S? Why does it change? Well, for this, we need to feel. Feel the change. Take your hand and you can put it on your throat. Okay? Just place your hand on your throat. Now let's look at bluffs. The sound before the S. We have the F. So let's make a long F sound. Hand on your throat. Do you feel something? With the F, nothing. Now let's do the M sound, aims. The last sound before the S, M. Long M sound. Hand on your throat. Can you feel it? This is called voiced and voiceless sounds. When we talk, some words, some letters, like M, we are using our vocal cords. Our voice is moving back and forth to create the sound. But other sounds are voiceless. We don't use our vocal cords. Our throat opens to allow air to move. So like the F, there is no vibration, no movement. Oh, let's look here, the S. Make a long S sound. They're the same. They're both voiceless. Z, long Z. Z. Right? It's the same. It makes a voiced sound. If we go through the list, the sound before the S. They're all voiceless. On this one, B, I, G, D, G. O. These are all voiced. When the sound before the S is voiceless, the S makes an S sound. When the sound when the sound before the S is voiced, we make a Z sound. Now over here, group 3. In group 3, we can see the change, right? It's not only S, we have ES. Well, here we have ES. Here we have ES. We have different areas, but here, goes. Kisses, kisses. We're adding a vowel sound, this as. But also, let's listen. The sound before the ES. Hand on your throat. S, s, x, x. J, j, ch, ch, sh. Z. We have both voiced and voiceless. S. Voiceless. J. Voiced. But kisses, judges, it's always the Z sound. Why? Can you see a pattern? Why is this changed to ez? J, ch, sh, z, ch, s, s, s. It's a lot of S sounds, right? We have the S, the Z, the sh sound, and the ch sound. These, when you find a word that ends in S or Z, or this is the symbol for sh, and this is the symbol for j, sh, j, s, z, sh, j. You will get the ez. Kiss ez. Fixes, judges, teaches, pushes, buzzes. So this, maybe it will help you with pronouncing, sounding more fluent. Okay, I think this one, some people will say grabs. And yes, there is an S, so you want to say grabs or clocks. Excuse me. Sorry. But to sound more fluent, we need to change to the Z sound. Yesterday, I did a similar talk about the past tense, simple past tense ED. If you want to learn about that one, you can go and watch that video. But this also works for the plural S. When you're talking about more than one noun, putting in the S. If it's voiceless, the last sound is voiceless, keep the S. But if it's voiced, change to the Z. All right. Well, let's continue with our tongue twister. If you remember our color chart, let's review the color and the sound. Black, ah, ah. Red, eh, eh. Silver, I, I. Olive, ah, ah. Mustard, ah. If you remember, we have black, red, silver, olive, mustard. Batter, better, bitter, butter, butter. Let's practice last week, and then we'll learn 4 more lines of the tongue twister. So, ready? Betty Botter bought some butter, but she said this butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. That was from last week. Now, next. But a bit, some, of better, good butter. So some good butter. But a bit of better butter. That would make my batter better. If I have good butter, my batter will be good as well. That would make my batter better. So she bought a bit of butter. She's buying butter, some butter. So she bought a bit of butter. Better than her bitter butter. She had bad butter, but she went back to the store and bought some good butter. Better than her bitter butter. Let's do the whole thing. And like last time, we'll start slow. Do it again, a little bit faster, and a little bit faster. Are you ready? Let's say it together. But a bit of better butter, that would make my batter better. So she bought a bit of butter better than her bitter butter. Good. A little bit faster. But a bit of better butter, that would make my batter better. So she bought a bit of butter better than her bitter butter. Do 2 more times, faster and then faster. Ready? But a bit of better butter, that would make my batter better. So she bought a bit of butter better than her bitter butter. Last time. Let's go as fast as we can. Ready? But a bit of better butter, that would make my batter better. So she bought a bit of butter better than her bitter butter. And let's do the whole thing. What have we learned so far? First part and second part. We'll do 3 times. Slow, faster, fastest. Here we go. Betty Botter bought some butter, but she said this butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of better butter, that would make my batter better. So she bought a bit of butter better than her bitter butter. Not bad. A little bit faster. Here we go. Ready? Betty Botter bought some butter, but she said this butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of better butter, that would make my batter bitter. So she bought a bit of butter better than her bitter butter. One more time. As fast as you can. Let's try together. Ready? Here we go. Betty Botter bought some butter, but she said this butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of better butter, that will make my batter better. So she bought a bit of butter better than her bitter butter. All right. Next week, we will finish our tongue twister. We have 4 more lines, and then that's it for Betty Botter. We have vacation coming up, right? Soon we'll have a lot of vacation time, so I hope you can go outside, enjoy the nice weather. It's very sunny today. And I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.